Hello. How are you this evening? Let me make this bigger. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Michael Mastis. Yeah, first. You are. First. Cheers. I hope everybody's having a good night. Hi, Kara. How you doing, girl? Michael Mastis. What do you mean, why? Cheers. What do you mean? The why for cheers? Oh, we're going to cheers because we're spending some time together. So I've decided, you guys. Hey, Ellen. It is 7:35. What time is it where you are? You're sorry you hit the button? Oh, the why. Okay. It's 8:30, yeah. So we have an hour's difference. Doing good. Waiting for your kiddos to go to bed. Nice. Right on. Well, I was listening to a show tonight, and it was about Kathleen Zellner and one of the cases that she had exonerated, which was Mr. Fox. I think his first name was Kevin, I want to say. I'm going to do a story on it, though, you guys. It was in regards to the murder of Riley Fox, which was his daughter. And he was, of course, sentenced to jail. And you know what I thought? Like, Kathleen Zellner is somebody that I admire, like, significantly. If I was to be working in the legal field, I would love to work for a woman like her, someone like her. It doesn't have to be a woman, but I find that what she's doing in the legal field, as far as not wanting to defend people who are guilty and helping people who have been, wrongfully proven guilty and, sentenced to jail, to exonerate them. So it's a lawyer that I admire, and I think that it would be a really fun adventure to look into some of the stories that she has exonerated. So I'd like to share some of those with you guys, and I thought I'd start with the one that I had just seen this evening. Yeah, it was Kevin Fox. That was the father. What a horrible situation. To know the ending of it now, to know that he was sent to jail and, there was DNA to prove that he didn't need to be in jail. And, for crying out loud, that they never even completed the testing on the DNA, because obviously that would have turned over the entire case, right? So at the point of his confession was when all the rest of the investigation ceased, pretty much like what we saw with Chris Watts. Hey, Nancy, how are you, girl? Only on for a bit. Sharing time with your family. Good for you. Very nice. Glad you have your family to spend some time with. You're a very, very lucky person. It breaks my heart that I don't have any of my family, and it's gotten to this point where I really don't want any of them in my life other than my kids. It's very, very sad. Sad situation. Hey, Annalise. Australia, having your cuppa. Nice. Well, cheers, girl. You love my hair like this, huh? Thanks. It's just a quick throw it up. It really takes not more than like 2 seconds. Cheers to you guys, too. Much love. I appreciate all of your online love and your support and all of your coming together with me here. So as I was saying, Kathleen Zellner has spent, her career getting people who were wrongfully convicted and put into jail, and some of them on death row, exonerated. So you love me? You're eating lasagna? Nice. Cheers to you too, Nancy. So yeah, I definitely want to look into more of her cases. I think that she's an inspiring individual, and the way that she you know, has taken her career is admirable, in my opinion. You know, who wouldn't want to work for Kathleen Zellner? That's more the important question. Is there any other cases that you guys are interested in that maybe I should be writing down? I do have quite a bit here. Anything you guys would like to discuss this evening about cases? You're so sweet, Nancy. Is Scott Peterson innocent? Well, not that we've been proven yet. As far as I can see, it looks as if it's just sort of his family and supporters that are screaming, you know, that something's not been done correctly, or they've missed something. So, in my opinion, unless they can come up with what exactly, you know, that evidence is, then I honestly feel like, yes, he is still guilty. I don't think he's innocent. So Pablo Escobar, wow, wasn't that an intense person and case? I mean, honestly, to have that kind of power to be able to build your own jail to where you want to spend your parole sentence, you know what I mean? He certainly was a powerful cartel official, whatever, right? He was the ringleader. So trying to think, there's so many, but can't think of one off the top of your head. Maybe you should have a drink to remember. You're so funny. Hey, 24-hour crime. Cheers. Serial killer Ed Kemper. Now that's one I don't know anything about. Of course I need to grab a pen. Hang on. But Pablo Escobar, oh my goodness, that was an intense case, in my opinion, that you could really see the power that he had, you know. Yeah, I don't know about the Ed Kemper case. Perhaps if something was on the news, you know, nationally, I might recognize like the bits of the story. Like, what's the background of that one? He's really creepy, but it's interesting. Hey, Laura, how are you doing, girl? Oh, this is up as big as it can go. Oh, nice. No, it isn't. Right on. Annalise. Annalise says, absolutely, we love you and truly respect your views, etc. Love listening and watching to your live chats. Well, you're very, very sweet. I very much appreciate you and Jasmine. Thank you. About the daughter of the serial killer. Do you mean BTK? Is that what you meant to type in, Ellen? Because it was only BK that showed up. We has a case very local to my house that a person was killed and put in a deep freezer. Whereabouts was that, Kara? You know, the thing that I find kind of fascinating about the children of the serial killers is wondering if something like that is genetic that will follow them, or perhaps it has really nothing to do with that and it's all maybe psychological. Oh, I don't know about the Nicole case. What's her last name, Nancy? And, you know, just seeing if there's something, they're going to do something similar to what their parents did, you know, that's what I find kind of fascinating. But what's also fascinating is when they are capable of leading a very normal life and, you know, nothing is wrong with them, but everything was wrong with their parent, you know. And hit the like sign, you guys, if you're enjoying spending a minute here with me. I'd appreciate it. Your sister married a guy whose name was Escobar? No way. I love messing with her, asking her if she knows any good stuff about Pablo Miss Escobar. That's so funny. Super funny. Yeah, the cartel's not something you want to mess with. That's for dang sure. But his reign of power certainly lasted a long time. And I mean, he supported a lot of people financially and, created to be giving back a lot, even though there was a lot of terror and heinous murders and things that were going on, I think T's sleeping tonight. She was laying down earlier, so yeah, you for sure, Nancy. They say the mom might have committed suicide and her 2 girls murdered by her boyfriend. Interesting. That doesn't seem right. What would seem more plausible might be, after she killed the girls, maybe she committed suicide. Why do they think it's the boyfriend? Like, I'd have to look into it to really discuss it, but Annalise, I'm actually Sandra, but Annalise and Jasmine are my beautiful daughters. Oh, okay. Sorry, Sandra. I'll try to remember that when I see the name pop up. Haven't got the heart to change back to your name. That's okay. If I was using my daughter's name, I probably wouldn't change it either. But yeah, I remember when I was listening to the Pablo Escobar case that I was just literally shocked at how, he constructed his own jail and, spent that time there. I kind of smile a little bit about it. I mean, it's just because it's just crazy. It's not something that would ever happen here in Canada, Probably not in the United States either, any place, right? Hey, Bill, happy Valentine's Day. Dillsburg. Kara, I got to remember what you were. Get this closer. Of course. Of course. Sorry, guys. Just knock everything over. Oh, boy. Okay. Hey, Tracy. How are you, girl? All right, Kara. Okay, so the freezer case. That's pretty crazy, though. Excuse me. Nicole Olson of Texas. She and 2 girls. Beautiful. 1 and 10. Oh, 1 was 10. Sorry. And the other was 15. Sheesh, that's crazy. Well, one of these days I'll get this, right? Or not. Too funny. That's so funny. Sorry, guys. Only me. Only me. That's so funny. Oh, we're going to get it eventually. Hi, Kobe. How are you? It's cold, windy, snowing. Yuck. I know, but that's like the second time it's fallen over, or maybe even third almost. I'm like, oh my goodness, please stop. Haven't heard. They were questioning boyfriend. He was rich. Don't know what they found out. Need another? I just had 3 sips. I can't get the camera to stand up straight. Oh my goodness. Oh well, what can you do, right? That's the stuff that would happen to you too. I know, right? Hey, Jacqueline, how are you, honey? Seriously, 3 sips of wine. We're knocking down cameras. Things are going up in the air. Happy Valentine's Day, sister. Too funny. Doing good? Right on. I was saying how I'm going to be covering some stories on that Kathleen Zellner has done. Here's some chocolate. Yum. Chocolate and red wine. So yummy. You can't mix those too often though, right? I mean, it's a lot of sugar. But yeah, I want to cover some cases that Kathleen Zellner has covered and done because what do you mean no? She's a wonderful lawyer and I really like what she's doing with her career and I really want to share some of that with you guys. Nancy, you put up so much chocolate. We're all taking some now. Happy Valentine's Day, Cheryl. Well, do we have a Cheryl in here somewhere? Kobe's talking to you. Tomorrow you're hitting Walmart to get Valentine's candy on sale? Yeah! I do that sometimes at Halloween, but I don't know. It's especially like with the little snack size chocolates, but the good ones, the name brand ones, I mean, honestly. Help yourself. You're so cute. Of course we will, Nancy. It's chocolate. Oh, too funny. I hope everybody's having a safe and happy Valentine's Day, no matter where you are. Day after sale. Yeah. Who doesn't love a deal, right? I mean, so of course, some things are going to get discounted because it's end of season. I'm all over that. Shh. The Colorado guy is side chick talked. Who are we talking about? Nicole and Chris? Chris Watts? As in today? Is that what you're talking about? I don't see it, girl. Oh, you're talking about Crystal. Sorry. Right. Kelsey. Okay. Like I told you guys before, I was pretty damn sure that this girl had more info than what she was telling the public. And I mean, she quickly, took that deal to not get jail time for what she had done. I mean, keeping that kind of information makes you an accessory to murder, which, under every single law that I know, it's punishable, so honestly, I feel like, yeah, she knew, and that's why she took that deal, so that she wasn't going to get into more trouble. I see the headline here, you guys. But like I said, I mean, in this day and age, you hear that somebody's murdered somebody, you're, in my opinion, you're pretty stupid if you think that you can cover that up and get away with it, Especially somebody that people are going to be looking for and worried about and wondering where they are and stuff like that. There's just no way that, you know, a mother like Kelsey Barrett, a pilot, is just going to up and walk away and not contact anybody with as close of a relationship that she had with her family. You know, so Crystal, somebody, yeah, no, Crystal Kenny, is it Kenny, I believe? But she really should have just went straight to the police. She wouldn't even be in trouble right now if she would have been the one to go and take that information to the police and not just take the cell phone and try to cover it up with him. I mean, really, what are you thinking? And somebody lost their life, and that was a mother. You're a mother. Do you not have any compassion or sympathy for, you know, her, for her family? I mean, come on. So, like, as a woman, I'm just saying, like, you know, to hear something like that, knowing who that person is, knowing that she has a child and all of that, it's just really disgusting that somebody would just be okay with that and try to carry on life and, you know, eating steaks and sleeping on fluffy pillows. I don't know. Like, I'm just saying, that's not really, it wasn't a smart move, you know? First thing, I mean, honestly, when somebody says that they've done something like that, you know, logically. But yeah, I imagine now, hopefully, you know, she has some information as to where the body is, or that we're able to recover Kelsey for her family, because, you know, I really thought that maybe he was holding that in his back pocket. But I mean, if he's told her about this, then it's possible that she knows all of it. My son's birthday is in November, so when I have a birthday party for him, I go buy the candy on sale after Halloween for the piñata and the candy bags. Hey, that's really smart. Very smart. Good for you, Laura. She said she was scared of him and she was a tough cowgirl, supposedly. No. Well, I don't know, right? I mean, we don't actually know how true that is. It would be nice to give her a polygraph, eh? So she's somewhere in Colorado. That's what everybody thinks. That's what I think personally, you know. What do you mean, Nancy? She needs to tell them she's a mom herself. Just sickening. Well, in my opinion, what's sickening is that, like, she knew that Kelsey was a mother because she knew that Patrick had a baby with Kelsey, you know. Kelsey's baby's with the grandparents, Kelsey's mom and dad. The judge has continued to grant them basically temporary custody, which I believe will lead to full-time permanent custody. Yeah, I think she probably knows it, you know, but yeah, like, in my opinion, if she knows as much as she's already disclosed right now, then in my opinion, she probably does know where that body is. Yes. And I mean, hopefully she's able to let the authorities know that and they're able to recover her. I hope it was, you know, I hope it wasn't something where, you know, she was put out into the field and wild animals possibly, you know, had at her, you know. That's just brutal. Excuse me. I think Crystal knows where Kelsey's body is and should come clean. I absolutely agree with you, Nancy. I think it's pretty disgraceful, you know, to know that this woman did that as a mother herself and as a nurse background. Why she felt that it was okay to try to cover up someone losing their life. I mean, oh my word. Then, yeah, I'm pretty sure that the judge will grant them eligibility to permanently adopt their granddaughter, you know. And I mean, that's the only piece that they have left of their daughter. That's just so sad. But I'm sure that they will, love her and raise her amazingly, despite all of this. So. Crystal, I think, knew that Patrick was going to do something bad to Kelsey and should have went to the police to save Kelsey from getting murdered. Yeah, but having knowledge about it, and not going to the police is just as bad as doing the act yourself, There's a case out in Nova Scotia. She killed their son and then the baby, Zachary. Do you know the name of that at all, Jacqueline? Like the person's name that was the accused or the family name at all? It is, but I sense some good news around the corner with this. I sense that it's very possible that we will get to find out where her body is and bring her home for her mom and dad, There's a document called For Zachary. Perhaps was it Zachary Taylor? I'm just going to write Zachary, Nova Scotia. I don't see anything for it. Yeah, I don't know if maybe you can find that document or that information for me. That would be greatly appreciated. It was on Netflix. I kind of got off the Netflix track because I got onto cable. So only because there was a really good deal for, for like a year. So I'll probably go back to Netflix after that. My back is just killing me. Oh. So I don't know what everybody else is up to for this evening, but my night's just a quiet one. And perhaps I can have one of those stories ready for from Kathleen Zellner's exonerated file. Perhaps I can have something like that ready for Saturday's live. Thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. And feel free to hit the subscribe button if you have not yet done so. I would love to see more of you. Single, but it's all good. Yeah, I'm single too. In your jammies? I was thinking about changing into my jammies for this live, but I didn't. Thank you for the like signs. Your favorite dinners at McDonald's? Daughter and ribs for your son, hubby. And lasagna for you. Wow. You have a little smorgasbord going on over there. Hey, Nancy. Lucky you that you get to do that with your family, though. That's awesome. Who doesn't love ribs? I mean, they're like the messiest, best food. Best meat almost. Taco Bell. You're funny. I had a T-bone steak the other day, and it was really good. Super good. Okay, we'll stop, Jacqueline. Sorry. Too funny. Yep, it had some Montreal spice on it. Montreal steak spice. You wanted to trade with your son? That's cute. Where did you order from? Or where did you buy from? Steaks and baked potatoes, green beans. Yum, Laura. Yeah, it was really, really good, Nancy. It's been a while. I don't know. I don't do T-bone steaks all the time, but it's a really nice treat, you know? So once in a while. What's Rosati's is the restaurant, Italian place in town. Nice. Hey, Holly. How are you, honey? Did I barbecue the T-bone or? No, I didn't barbecue the T-bone. I wish. I live in an apartment, so I don't have a barbecue. Well, I have to get like a small, like a mini, what do you call those? Portable barbecues or whatever. Yeah, we were just talking about some different, well, Nancy ordered in some food, so we're talking about that, and that got me talking about my steak. Daughter settles for McDonald's, go figure, but it's what she wanted. Well, yeah, whatever, if that's what she wanted. Yes, I had a T-bone steak this week, so it was really, really good. I've never really dated anybody who could cook, you know, who was a chef or something. Steak is your second favorite food. What is your first? Is it lasagna? I'm just wondering because that's what you ordered tonight. Aw, that's so cute, Jacqueline. Lobster. You know what, you guys? Funny thing, and we might get to do it together, but I am going to try seafood for the first time this year. It's sort of a goal. And I'd love to bring you guys with me. I figured I would do it, you know, in a restaurant or something, because honestly, I seriously don't think that I could cook the crab without all hell breaking loose in the kitchen. I honestly feel like I can't kill I just can't kill the animal. I can eat it, but I can't kill it. It's weird. No, I've never tried seafood. The only thing I've ever tried was shrimp when I was a kid, and then I developed an allergy in my early 20s, which has gone away. I found out in my later 30s. I'm not even in my later 40s yet. Oh my goodness. I almost said later 40s. Like trying to advance myself more than I need to be. What the fiddle? But no, I've never tried seafood. I've never tried lobster. I've never tried king crab. I've never tried snow crab or anything else that's on the seafood thing. The only thing I've tried is shrimp. You love my hair? Well, thank you. So I thought that maybe we could go out sometime and I bring you guys for the tasting. Should be fun. I just don't really know where to go. I was told by a few people to not go to Red Lobster, so I don't know. I'm looking around. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't really know Now, I don't know about that butter sauce either. Like, for real, Nancy, I'm not a butter person, right? And I like things the way that they taste. They're natural flavors. So putting butter all over the fish, I think, is just, in my opinion, it's a little bit gross. But I mean, perhaps that's the way that it's meant to be eaten. I don't know. Maybe that's why everybody says it's so fattening, and I'm not missing much, like, oh, you're not really missing much. It's full of calories. I don't know. It goes so good with the butter sauce. Well, I don't know. Like, I'll have to try it. I'm sure there'll be a little dish so I can try it at least and see what the difference in taste is, You don't need a lot. Okay. Yeah. I'm just not really big on butter. Like, I don't use butter on my popcorn or my toast or, the only thing I really use butter in is baking when I need it in an ingredient for baking. So you got to have the butter. Apparently that might be the way, that just lightly dip it. Okay. When I was in cooking school, I sucked at cooking the seafood. You overcooked it a lot. It's the whole, like, keeping the lid down while they're fighting for their life that bothers the hell out of me, you guys. I just can't do it. Lemon would be fantastic. I think fish and lemon absolutely 100% go together. So, I mean, I would be willing to try that. Absolutely. Crab legs. I know. I kind of want to try the whole, like, crack and whatever. I don't know. I've seen some commercials. I just don't really know what I'm talking about. It's funny. Yeah, I know. I've never dated anybody who could cook, like, I mean, I've dated people who helped out with the cooking and stuff like that, basics, but I've never dated somebody who really knew how to cook, how to use spices, how to really, light a firework in your mouth, Butter on baked potato. Yeah, that sounds all right. I just don't eat a whole lot of potato, so I just don't really use either or, Excuse me. I just had a huge salad before I came online. So, of course, I'm digesting. My apologies, for real, sincerely. My brother used to be allergic to eggs. Over the years, it just disappeared. That's exactly what happened to me, Michael. It was the weirdest thing. Like, I literally carried around an EpiPen my entire adult life because the doctor who, when I finally got to the hospital, I had like dots all over my skin. I couldn't breathe. It felt like somebody was like sitting on my chest. Like I couldn't get a full breath for some reason, and I didn't know what the hell was wrong. But by the time I went to the hospital about it, they had told me, like, if you would have waited another hour, your throat would have completely closed. Don't have anything even boiled in, like, deep fried in the same oil as the shellfish. Make sure you advise anywhere that you eat out that you have a serious allergy and stuff. So that's how I lived my life. And I mean, I can even remember in my later 20s, you guys, I went on a date with somebody and we had ordered quesadillas and I didn't really specify. I mean, so the chef took it upon himself, which was really great, to just make the best quesadilla, which was shrimp. And, I had a couple of bites and like my date was like, stop eating, because he knew my story about my allergy to shellfish. And so he was just like, stop eating. And I'm like, why? It was so good that I didn't taste the shrimp. I didn't realize it had shrimp, and he realized it had shrimp. And off we went to the hospital, and I'm hooked up to intravenous and like I couldn't, honestly, my throat felt all weird and scratchy and stuff. So I was like, trained to not have it. You just stay away from it. And then I went for allergy testing when I was like 36 years old, 35, 36 years old. And, they did all the pricking and stuff like that. And lo and behold, I wasn't allergic. And she's like, the only final test that we can do is you bring in a piece of shrimp and eat it in front of us. And if something happens, we'll help you. We'll do something. We're not going to let you die. So yeah, it was pretty interesting. But so I've never tried the seafood based on that, Butter and cheese too. Ew, I can't mix butter and cheese. Cheese is great all by itself. So why would you want to do butter with that? That's how I feel though. But baked potatoes, yeah. Yeah. Okay, Nance, I gotcha. I just looked a couple comments lower there. Sorry. Too bad we didn't date. Sherry would have cooked for you. Actually, we don't need to date for me to cook for you. No, you don't need to date me to cook for me. If anybody would like to cook for me, well, you know, I will gladly give you my address and let's hang out. I better be careful. That just went viral. No, I'm just kidding. Anyone ever tried Joe Crab Shack? No, and I don't think we even have one of those here in Manitoba. You love to cook? That's from your mom, Jacqueline? Nice. TL or T. Lee Jones. What is also part of anxiety? Did I miss one of your other comments? Perhaps they're already left. I don't know. I thought I missed a comment, but it doesn't look like it. Well, I was allergic in my 20s. I don't know what happened, but because I used to eat shrimp when I was a kid, but I hit my 20s and I was like super allergic. So niece is allergic to peanut butter. Oh, okay. Same thing for you, T. Lee Jones. Hey, Morticia Simmons. How you doing, honey? plating it nicely makes it more appetizing. That's awesome, Laura. I see that on like TV shows, you know. Looks all fancy schmancy. Well, somebody knows Joe's Crab Shack. We're making her, yeah, we're back on the food thing again. I don't know why, because I had a huge salad. I'm good. Like, I'm seriously not even hungry. Joe's. I've never been to Joe's either. Or Joey's fish place. Never been there. You haven't yet tried it, but you plan to. Yeah. Are you talking about seafood as well, Trace? Okay. Oh, you haven't been to that restaurant, but you plan to. Thought I had asthma and allergies, but it was anxiety. Oh, interesting. That's pretty interesting. Crab Shack is the best receiver, but we don't have anything like that here that I'm aware of. I should look it up on the internet and see if there's one. No, we don't have one. I didn't think so, though. Yeah, I checked Joe's Crab Shack. Yeah. I've actually never tried sushi either yet. So that's another one. Well, I guess you can't really lump that in together, even though there is some sushi that has shellfish in it. I guess you can't really lump that together, hey? You're not sure where Manitoba is? Manitoba is in Canada. It's central Canada, actually. So it's not the coldest part. I feel, hello, Sherry, like the wine and music and wine. I feel like I'm at the Olive Garden. Well, welcome. Welcome to my Olive Garden. Too funny. Hit the like sign, don't forget, and don't forget to subscribe. You don't like sushi, sister? I'd like to try it. I think, you know, it's good to kind of step out of your comfort zone a little bit and try new things, you know? You think I'm funny, Jacqueline? I have my moments. But no, I've never tried sushi. That's another one I'd like to to do. Maybe we can do, you know, a few restaurant trips together or something, you know? I've never tried the seafood or the sushi. It's too bland. Apparently there's like hot sauces and stuff you can dip it in, which is totally what I would do because I'm into spicy. You're heading out, TL Jones. Have a great evening. It's TGIS. Thank God it's Sherry. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Not for you though, Nancy? Yeah, spring rolls are great. Of course, Holly. Totally agree. I've actually tried to make my own spring rolls at home, but they don't ever turn out the same way, of course, by far. One time they turned out not too bad, but Michael Mastis, I do have Facebook. It's under the same name. You can find me. If your name is the same, it will make it easier for me to click the accept and find you because there's just so many people sitting in the waiting list that are probably never will end up getting approved because it's just people I don't even know from all around the world that haven't even interacted with me in any way. So I don't know who they are at all, you know. Both your boys want to try blowfish. Apparently it can kill you if it's not cooked right. I would be careful with that one. And it's super expensive. Like ridiculously expensive. Like, let me just Google how much it might be here. I don't know. It's probably a different price in the US, but let's see what it says. So the dish of fugu typically costs between US $20 and $50. Well, that's not that bad. Between 20 and 50 bucks, that's not that bad. They made it sound like it was like $25,000. But that's kind of deadly. Hey DJ, how's it going, honey? Spaghetti, you're funny, Jacqueline. No, I'm good without the spaghetti. Who doesn't love spring rolls, really? Watch there be like 4 people on here. I don't. You have to go to school to cook blowfish? Interesting. Well, apparently it can leave you with paralysis, so. Michael Mastis, why are you saying Angelina Tafoya? What? I want to do Facebook with you. Mine is my name. Yeah, mine is my name too, DJ. There isn't any other information on my Facebook that isn't really known verbally on my YouTube. So everything coincides together because that's the thing about telling the truth. It all lines up. Pickerel fish is so good with a little bit of lemon. Makes your mouth numb. Apparently it can leave you with paralysis. It can make you numb on, you know, your whole side of your face or something, your whole side of your body, one whole side of you. I don't know why people would eat the blowfish. Perhaps because it's something on the dangerous side in a sense. I don't know. Yeah, I would pass too, Morticia. I'm with you on that. Hey, Deborah Michael Johnson. How are you, girl? Dolphins play with the pufferfish to get high. That's hilarious. I did not know that. Did you learn that on like the Discovery Channel or something? Yeah, I'll have pickerel for sure. Out of blowfish and pickerel, I'll take the pickerel. Excuse me. Still expensive. Yeah, no, seriously, like 20, 50 bucks is a little much for just one thing, right? Let's stick with the Kobe beef. I hear you. I'm good with beef. It's snowing again. We had snow this morning and it's been pretty steady for the last couple of days, you know. Hey, Ballet Babe, you just sent me an email. I'll have to check that after, hun. Aw, hi, Happy Fox. Love you too. Thank you for the highlight and the beautiful emojis. Love it. You saw a video on YouTube, Deborah? I look just like... All right, Michael. Oh, you said that girl? You're so funny. Angela something? All right, now I got it. What's the name again? So I don't have to scroll would be great. That's your ex. You know, it's actually a known fact that people tend to go for people who look like their exes, you know? Tafoya. That's funny. Happy Fox. You have lots of snow. Shoveled your dog out of it, but he loves it. That's funny. 25. So are you older than 25? Japan, it's been cold in Chicago today. It's first day and 40 since November. I do have a desktop, Ballet Babe. I would never give your email address out to anyone, by the way. So, you know, that goes for everybody that contacts me. I mean, there's just no point. In fact, I had sent out some QR flyers in like a while ago last year, right? And, you know, some of those people I wanted to send out thank you cards, and I forgot to keep the addresses from when I had sent out the QR codes. So rest assured, I, you know, sincerely don't share that kind of information. It's really not ethical. Sherry, you're U25. You're so funny, Nancy. No. I'm 40. Thanks, everybody. You're funny. We got the age thing going on. You're funny, Morticia. Sorry, guys. 49. Yeah, we could just say I'm 29 and holding. You know, we could just go with that. Sure. Yes, I am a young soul. Young at heart. Yes. Hey, Amy, you're heading out? I didn't even see you come in. I'm sorry I missed you. Sorry, honey. Before you head out, hit up the like sign. That goes for all of you. Clary T's resting tonight. I'm on top of everything. No worries. 40 is the new 30. That's what I hear. And 50 is the new 40. Yes, that's what I heard. Everybody's just dialing it back a bit. Too funny. Your grandmother is like that. She's fucking awesome. That's awesome. I did get it. Yes, I did, Ballet Babe. Like, I'm not sure. It looks like it would work. I'm not sure if there's specific specs on the product. Wine. It is wine time, Happy Fox. And how are you doing this Valentine? Are you also having wine? It's rhyme time. I mean wine time. Sorry. I'm just kidding. 21 and 14, most people won't do the math. There you go, right? They probably wouldn't even hear the ending. They'd be like, oh my goodness, she's 21. It just plugs into the mic jack. Interesting. You are Happy Fox? Nice. White wine. Very nice. I have some white wine, but not too often I dive into it, I guess you could say. You know, I enjoy like a glass here and there, and that's about it. The white wine or the red wine is something I have a little bit more consistently than I do the white, you know. You refuse to give out your age on Valentine's Day? I honestly don't care. I feel like I was so young and dumb personally. Like, I'm older and wiser, so we're going with that. I'm happy to be older. Happy. And age is just a number, so. I'm on a roll here. So cute, Nancy. With my rhyme and all of that. Wine time. Then you're 15. Well, all right, ballet, babe. I sometimes feel like I might be stuck there a little bit emotionally. I don't care if I'm 56, anyone older than me. Going once, going twice. Nice. Older and wisest. That's what that is, Nancy. My birthday is August 19th. Actually, most people usually celebrate a big shebang on their 40th birthday, but I didn't do anything really. When you're fabulous, age doesn't matter. You're so sweet, Laura. Love ya. Much love, honey. Yeah, but August 19th, I'll be 41. So it would be really nice to go somewhere like that I've never been, you know, comfortably, because I did that this past year sporadically and really quickly. You know, it really wasn't something that I could spend a lot of time sauntering around, and I was alone, so it was really difficult for me to navigate. I was trying to run off of a map and, you know, road signs and stuff like that. So I didn't have a data plan on my you know, device that I had brought with me. So definitely would love to do some type of a travel thing, you know, and I don't know if that's going to probably be somewhere within Canada where I necessarily don't have to have the passport to go anywhere, you know. Wise and young at heart. There you go, Nance. Oh, boy. White is good, Morticia says, but you're more of a red wine girl too. Nice. April 11th. So it'll be the same. You'll be the same age that you are now. You're cute. You're not advancing anymore, right? You're just holding. Now you're a Pinot Grigio. See, I balance it out. If I get a little bit tired of the red, I'll throw in a white glass here and there, you know. No, I'm not really stuck. I don't, you know. I guess I was hoping you knew what I meant, but, you know, whatever. I guess I just mean that in the sense that I revert to my feelings about my family and all of that crap that happened in the past that really should be long far gone, but still sort of lingers and sneaks up on me and bothers me. So from time to time. Your birthday's on Monday? Just celebrating no age stuff this year? Nice. Very nice. Actually, I remember seeing somebody celebrating the fact that they were, you know, turning 30 and they were, you know, that they were sort of leaving behind their childish ways in a sense, you know. Aw, Nancy, that's very sweet of you. Thank you, honey. Sister says, if only I had the brains I have now when I was young. No doubt, right? No doubt. Good, be young and old. Wiseness is something to celebrate. Red wine is good for the antioxidants. It's also good for your the female innards, we'll just say. But yeah, happy birthday, Nancy, for real. Red is good, Jacqueline. I agree. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully none of us are getting colonoscopies tomorrow. Aw. That's so awesome. You know, you're surrounded by your family and love, and your birthday's coming. That's so awesome. You get to spend it with all of them and have them doing something sweet and nice for you and thinking about you for your day. That's so sweet. Opening your wine bottle, girls. Pop the top. I'm going to go get a little bit of a refill. I can't even say what that word is, Laura. I can say feliz. What is that? Complacenos? I don't know. Hey, Lisa. What escalated quickly? No, my friend on my birthday. Your friend's on your birthday? You just found me on Facebook? Great. Is your name the same, Michael, or no? Oh, the colonoscopy. Yeah, she's like, at least that's not what we're doing. I'm like, yeah, at least nobody's doing that. She was talking about the colonoscopy. That's funny. That's okay if it's a different pic. As long as it's the same name, I should be able to find you. What did I miss? Hey, Ree, how's it going, honey? Complananos. I know, but I'm probably not saying the word right. Your refill of Refill. You refill your glass, gorgeous. We'll speak amongst ourselves. Nice, Happy Fox. I want wine too. Very cute. No hanging friends on my birthday. Strip club. Just kidding. Nancy. Oh my. Jeez. You might watch Magic Mike though. Channing Tatum. Oh my gosh. For real though, right? Honestly. Sending wine to everybody. Thank you, Happy Fox. Look, it virtually showed up. Oh, she has a cooking show who you were going to watch and then rescheduled. Aw, I'm glad you like it. It's literally something I can listen to all day, all night if I need to do research and I just want something playing in the background. I literally can listen to it all day, all night, you know? It doesn't get tiring, really. Been crazy getting better. I'm okay, Ree. This is a new one day at a time. This is the new one day at a time. You're so cute, Holly. I just kind of caught that. We can just pretend we're all Olive Garden having some wine, right? We'll just all pretend that we're at the Olive Garden. And if you haven't yet subscribed and you're just coming in to say hi, click that little red button. And please don't forget to hit the like sign. Mommy doesn't want your hairs getting all over me. Get out of here, you. Floating around already and everywheres. Who wants to join watching Magic Mike? I got dollars, Laura. Just start fanning him out. He is so hot. Come on now. Nobody's going for a colonoscopy. That was a comment that Ballet Babe had mentioned. One sec. Happy Fox, I think's laughing at me like getting all hot over here. Oh, that's too funny. You need some salad and breadsticks. You're funny. Gonna put my kitty down early in the week. Then my patient has been having problems. It's one amputation. You had to put your kitty down? Seriously, Ree? That's so sad. Side Effects. I might have seen that movie. I have to see the cover of it to know for sure. No, I actually haven't seen that movie. Is it good? I mean, if it's got Channing Tatum in it, I guess it's good, isn't it? I'm kidding. Kind of. Oh, boy. You had one done, Pappy Fox, and the drugs are good? Aw, well, hopefully you're better from that. It doesn't sound like a very fun operation, and I can't remember exactly what the heck we were even talking about at that moment, but it was a comment to sort of lighten it and say, at least we're not all going for colonoscopies. Side effects in an awesome movie? Yeah, I'll make it rain. Where's Channing Tatum? I'll make it rain. Oh, too funny. Bohemian Rhapsody. Yes, I have seen it. You're due for a colonoscopy, but won't get one. Why do women have to go and get those, you guys? That's I'll sit on my old Kodak before I do that. Oh boy. Who's Jason Manoa? Hello, Manish. Yeah, so sorry about your kitty, girl. I've never had to. I can't believe he's full of cancer, but I mean, if he's 18 years old. But yeah, such a hard thing to have to do, for sure. You caught stage 1 cancer, Happy Fox? Oh my gosh. So is it all cleared out now that you've had the colonoscopy and stuff? Because that's huge. So, and is that potentially able to come back, or is it all taken or whatever? Don't you hate it when you put cork in wrong to open wine bottle and it funks up? You know what I do hate is when the cork goes in and you can't get it out. It's coming out in pieces and pieces are in the bottle. It's like, oh my gosh. Why don't we just smash it and then it's got glass and everything in it? Like, come on. It just feels like it's so ruined at that point, you know? As if you had dropped a glass, you know? All these little bits that you're drinking and you're like, oh, you hit 50 and they tell you to go for it. Oh, okay. I, for some reason, thought that was something that just men, you know, could get or suffered from potentially. Morticia, you're funny. That's my nickname, Sassy. A psychological thriller? I don't mind those. Those are good. It can run in the families? I didn't know that, Mary. Thanks for telling me that. Regardless of gender. Interesting. All cleared up? They removed? Nice. Right on. Right on, Happy Fox. I'm so happy that that's good and cleared for you, for real. That must have been such an uneasy, settling feeling to hear that word. You know, I remember, you guys, when I was diagnosed with just cervical cancer, and I thought it was like almost the end of the world. Like, I mean, for real, I thought it was eventually something that could kill me, until I later on in my adult years learned that it was something that you could manage and live with for the rest of your life, you know? Well, we were talking about it because you mentioned the colonoscopy, Ballet Babe, and then it just so happened that one of the viewers actually went through something like that. You're leaving, Ree? Bye, Ree. We'll send you healing vibes. Or are you leaving, Nancy? Oh, Nancy's leaving. Okay. Good night, hun. Have a wonderful evening with your family, you lucky duck. You know, 3 people died having the test? No way. I didn't know that that was something that you could die from, is just getting tested. What? You have those issues too with the cork? I know, right? It's like, oh my goodness, cork bits. I honestly feel like it taints the wine. It ruined it in a sense, you know? It was love that kept him going. Yeah, for your kitty? Yeah. You'll be around for more years to create havoc. You're so funny, Happy Fox. I very much enjoy your company, so I'm glad you're going to be around for a long time. Thank you. Not that it was all, you know, your doing to thank, but thank you. They perforated the bowel? No way. And that kills somebody, I guess, if the bowels gets mixed in the bloodstream. That's insane. Cork bits add flavor for Sista. That's funny. I would be too. I've never overcame it, you guys. I've just consistently carried the abnormal cells on my cervix since I was 19 years old. Aw, thank you, Happy Fox. I very much value your support and appreciation towards me here on my channel. So I'm sincere when I say these things to you for sure. Mary, you're heading out? I see Nancy saying bye. Unless it's just her saying goodbye because you said goodbye. Ree, you're leaving now too? They make you assign a waiver that they puncture the bowel or bladder. That's crazy. Do they push immunization in Canada for adults? Are you talking about vaccinations? What's immunization compared to vaccination? Because yes, we do have vaccinations here. Interestingly enough, actually, I was just watching a documentary on a boy who was underage who chose to take his parents to court based on the fact that he didn't have his own choice to get vaccinated or not because his parents were against vaccinations. You know, he wanted the vaccination, but yeah, he ended up fighting them in court anyways to grant him the ability to choose on whether or not he wanted to be vaccinated. You know, and it was on a documentary involving the entire family and stuff in the process and how that was for them. It was pretty interesting, I have to admit. For me personally, the vaccinations have not been something that I have ever really done. I did it for my kids when I had them, when they were young. They give you a card and you're supposed to maintain a certain amount and they need certain things as they're growing up, right? So I have been vaccinated as a kid, but in my adult years, it was just not something that I ever really did. So I thought it was kind of interesting to see this younger boy go through something like that, you know? And I think that's really scary if, you know, doctors' offices and hospitals are making people sign waivers about the puncturing and stuff of the bladder and the canal that, you know, dispenses your feces, because like, you know, if you can die from that, that's huge, right? No wonder there's so many people that aren't going to get the test if it's something like that can happen from it, you know? Who's Morticia? Oh, that's one of our viewers. Yeah, the cervical stuff is something that I realized that you can actually maintain a very, very healthy life no matter no matter if you have cervical cells or not, you guys. So, you know, it's something that I deal with regularly, but it's not anything that hurts me or harms me or creates illness for me or anything. It's just something that sort of stays like sitting there, you know. However, that being said, I did have to go and ask permission when I was taking my aesthetics course, whether or not, because when the instructor got to that portion of the course, they had advised anybody who may have cancer related issues to check with your doctor as to whether or not, you know, you should take the massage portion, because apparently massage spreads cancer. And so when I went to my doctor to ask them in 2005 if I could take the portion of the course of massage, I was told no. You know, she was pretty serious about it, you know. So I did not complete the aesthetics course due to having the cervical cells, due to not wanting that to spread into further cancer. So that's like the most serious situation that I got told, though, you know. It's just when you hear the word cancer, you know, like it's just alarming all in itself, you know. But, you know, many women around the world deal with cervical cancer all the time. You know, if you've given birth at a young age, if you've smoked, if you had sex at a young age, all of those things make you susceptible to getting cervical cancer, you know. And once you have it, it's just not something you can ever really get rid of. I mean, you can try laser treatments and stuff, but there's, you know, people living with it fine for the rest of their lives kind of thing without needing to manage it with anything. So massage. Yeah, no, that's what I was told. And you know what's funny is that like the teacher had no idea. She was just generalizing that if anybody in the classroom had any concerns about cancer, to please go just ask your doctor. And so that's what I did. You know, I went to go see my OBGYN to ask her exactly that. And that's what she had said. So both your parents died from cancer. Well, that would be something that would be more alarming than Tracy, especially the fact that you're their daughter. I would want to monitor something like that closely to make sure that I was okay. Cover your butt. You're funny. Mary, what do you mean you're screwed? Two kitties by our pet cemetery. 16. You worked in the medical field. You know too much. The type of wine that I like, Ree, is a red Merlot wine. I was so scared, Morticia, because you hear cancer, and I mean that's like almost the worst thing to hear, right? So I mean, I was of course petrified. I didn't realize how manageable something like that was, you know? And so I literally lived with that until like my 30s, you guys, considering it something serious for myself. Like it was, you know, like that was not cool. I wish I would have been, you know, taught that this is something that's manageable from the beginning and not just given the word cancer, cervical cancer cells, and left to sort of, think the worst in a sense, like, but whatever, I mean, it's neither here nor there now. But, if I can help in spreading my knowledge on what I've been through, because I'm serious, you're 19 years old and you hear cancer, you just think the worst. You don't realize, and if nobody teaches you anything different, how else are you supposed to know? So so yeah, it was just something that I really thought was a lot bigger than it really was for me. And it's something that's very quite manageable and doesn't even necessarily show in your system. It's not something that's going to kill you, unless, of course, like, you regularly go for massage and end up spreading it, apparently. And that's just what my doctor told me. So it was scary. It really was, you guys. I mean, 19 years old, I had no idea about nothing. And then you just hear that big C word and you're like, oh my God, I went for treatments. I tried laser treatments and it just didn't work. It's still there. So you have some Shiraz? Shout out to the Merlot wine. You're so cute, Morticia. Thank you. Thanks for being you. So awesomely you. Dr. John Bergman talks about all these tests are dangerous. Which tests? Pressing 1 for agreeing Sherry is inspiring. Aw, well, you guys are so sweet. Aw, thank you, guys. No making me cry on the live. Just getting all like softy, just getting all soft in my heart. You guys are so sweet. You know what, you guys, I seriously wish that I would have had a little bit better knowledge and guidance and, instruction or whatever in order to have these kinds of insights and not have to, wait until years later to figure it out. It makes me feel stupid in a sense, like I thought something was way worse than what it was, and nobody really taught me any different, You need a big glass of wine. You're funny, Holly. Aw. Colonoscopy and others. Also talks about the flu shots, etc. Well, you guys are very sweet for the inspiring ones. For really, really appreciate that. Yes, cheers to you too, Mary. But yeah, I wish I would have known that it wasn't such a big deal. I feel like I almost wasted part of my life in panic for no reason. So just think Chris Rott's brought us all together. That's kind of sad in a sense, but I'm glad that I think that it was more Shanann that brought us all together. I think that you love my laugh. Thanks, Mary. Yeah, I've never really had the flu shots and stuff either, but I really feel, Ballet Babe, that it was like Shanann bringing us together, discussing what heinously happened to her and her daughters, and bringing on the accepting platform of admiring her for her life, and I think that's what kind of brought us together. I probably didn't see your comment. I want to know how you do my hair, how I do my hair like this. Well, it's really easy. Sometimes I use a clip in the back, but I'll show you quick. So I like to do the tie at the end of closest piece to my head. Hopefully this works out right. I'm going to go through the whole explanation of how to do it, and it's going to turn out like or something. But we'll see. We'll see if I can do this. Okay. So you want to get your hair even to the back, right? I use extra long, why can't I think of this word? Elastic. Holy, I'm like, seriously, unpause your brain. Okay, so I use an extra long elastic, okay? You put all your hair towards the back, but then when you flip it up this way, you want to do the same thing. You kind of want to pull it all that way to get a nice sort of even all the way around, whatever, right? Okay? And it's more on the top of your head. You have this wrapped in the double, and you want to get it close to your head, okay? Pull it through once, and then twice, and then just fan it out. It might take some training or whatever, but there you have it. And you just pull the pieces closer that you want out. That's it. That's all. Yeah, I have enough hair to do it. Yeah. And then you just try to make it even. Sometimes you might need a little, like a pick sometimes to just really gently sort of, but it's cute, right? I don't know. I like it. And then sometimes you can add a little clip here or whatever. If you don't like sometimes if your hair is too soft, you guys, it'll lay too flat, right? And you're just like, well, that looks stupid. So you need something behind it to like push it up, you know? Adorbs. You guys are so cute. I love you guys so much. I love my hair. I make it look so easy. Well, I've been doing it for a long time now, I guess. So the flip over. Never thought of that. Nice, Happy Fox. You're so cute. Excuse me. I'm still burping up my salad. I'm like, oh my goodness. Sort of like a peacock. You got that right. I'm fanning my feathers to show Sherry. Oh boy. Oh, just having fun. Your hair is halfway down your back. Are you kidding me, Happy Fox? No way. No way. You're so lucky. My hair is nowhere near that long. You have enough hair to do it, but your hair is really fine. Well, you know what you could try, Mary, is teasing it a little bit. Once you get it up into the ponytail or even just a little bit beforehand, get yourself some layers going on in a sense, you know? Where's the peacocking? Well, this is my peacocking. This is mine. What the fiddle? I shed worse than my cat sometimes, you guys. This house is just like a fur ball. 3 inches below the bra line? Oh my gosh. My hair is not even that long. Your hair touches your waistband? Wow, Ree, you're so lucky. I don't even think I could grow my hair that long, you guys. I've tried, I've wanted to, and it's not happening. I don't even know what the back looks like, but I would imagine it looks all right. Yeah, just trim it. Unless maybe she's donating it for, cancer children or hair wigs and stuff. So are you just cutting it for yourself, Ree, or are you cutting it for like a donation or something? Man, there's some people out there in the world that can do that, though. I mean, they can literally grow their hair that long, cut it, donate it, and regrow it that long again. It's like, oh my goodness, it's taken me years to get down to this. Like, I can't imagine. 3 years. See, that's what I mean. Your niece has her salon in her basement. You ready for a change? Nice. Well, you know what, sweetie? I would donate it if I was you, especially if you're going to cut a chunk of it off. I think you can actually get paid for that, for giving your hair to certain companies. So, because they buy it using it for wigs, they want real hair. I'd look into that if I was you. Hair down to your butt for years? No way, Ballet Babe. Well, I was watching a video of women who were doing exactly what I was just talking about, donating their hair. Locks of love, yes. I mean, seriously inspirational. If there's anybody online that's wanting to, you know, chop off a bunch of hair that you have, I strongly suggest contacting, you know, the companies that are doing wigs for people in need and stuff. Like I would recommend it, you know. Your son's wife sells hair or sells her hair? Nice. You're going to check out Angel Wings. What's that? Oh, is that another hair thing? Is that another place? You're headed out, Michael? You have a wonderful evening. Wonderful idea. It is a wonderful idea to donate your hair. I mean, there's tons of women and children and, you know, even some men that need hair because of cancer, you know, absolutely, for cancer patients. Oh, Angel Wings collects for cancer patients. Nice. Yeah, like I would imagine that there's more than one or two, so I would highly recommend. Is it Angel Wings? Or wigs, sorry, Angel Wings. That says Angle. Happy Fox. Angel. Okay, yeah, Angel Wigs. Yeah. Excuse me. If I was ever going to drastically cut my hair, I would donate it, you know? You're funny. I don't think that's something, because there wouldn't necessarily be any DNA left, sweetheart. The DNA would come more from the follicles of your scalp versus the actual hair. You're a typo, princess. You're cute. Ballet Babe, I laugh at myself all the time. So you fit in well here. You're silly. No, I think it's great if you're going for like a mass change. That's awesome. I'm just going to have a quick smoke here. I'll be right back. Oh, my back is killing me. All right, Ballet Babe. Have a great night, honey. Love talking with you too. Teacher left the classroom spitballs. You're funny. If any one of those ended up on this side, I would be sincerely impressed. Yeah, no bong, just pipe for me. But yes, I needed to a little smoke help me with my back. Night. Love you too, Ballet Babe. Have a wonderful sleep, sweet dreams, okay? Oh, you're heading out too, Morticia? Yes, no, it was just a really quick, I just have one quick bowl, like even, it's probably not even a full bowl, it's like a half a bowl. You had no idea I have kids? I have 3. My oldest is going to be 22 this year. I don't look old enough for kids. Wow. I had my first when I was 19, 20, so. Same as my mom, actually. There's 20 years between me and my mom. And there's about 19, 20 years between me and my son, so. Yes, 'tis true. My youngest will be 16 this year, so absolutely heartbreaking that I cannot see them, spend time with them, teach them my awesomeness. You had your first when you just turned 20? Yeah. Sherry's household with kids was awesome. It was okay for real. Like, it was really busy and hectic, but hey, we made it work, you know? I was always full-time employed, and I mean, you know, we were a fam jam for sure. I was a really good mom for 8 years out of those 10 years that I was a mom. But for the last couple there, I really didn't make some good choices that I'm still living with to this day. Yeah, your oldest is 28, Tracy? Why, Ree? Was because I didn't always make the right choices. Drugs had come into my life in a negative way, and I didn't always make the right choices. So I definitely needed to straighten out, but yeah, it was a time in my life I can't lie about. It is what it is, and I would never ever want anybody to approach me with it like, guess what I heard out, or guess what I found out. I want everybody to, you know, see my deck and my hands of cards the way that it is, you know. It's nobody's fault but my own, you know. It was my own choices, but you know, you move on, you make better choices for the future, and you hope that one day we can come back together. That's the best that I've got, you know. No, I wish that I could interact with my kids, but unfortunately they are in Ontario with my family, and my family and I don't really have the closest relationship, so we don't have contact, unfortunately, but I desperately would love to have that contact. But I'm not going to force it, you know. It's going to happen or it's not, and I'm not going to sit here and be sad about it, because that's just going to ruin me, you know. So we got to stay positive and move forward. It's the only thing I can think to do. But I do really wish that I had contact with them, you know. Yeah, I'm here now. Yeah. But unfortunately, it is not with them, and that's the hardest part, you know. So yeah, it's hard, Trace, but I'm just keeping my head up. I'm not going to be sad about it forever. You know, it's been 11 years now, you know, so family moved to Florida and left me. Good with it. Do like you. Keep moving. Yeah, I have to keep moving, because otherwise it's just going to eat me alive. So I have to try to stay positive and move on for myself, you know? Thank you, Happy Fox. It's not to say that I'm always perfect, you guys. I still have my mistakes. I still get angry. I still get upset, whatever, you know. I cry. I deal with depression. There's some days I don't leave the house for days, you know, because I don't want to deal with anything in the world, to be honest, let alone, you know, the public, right? I fight depression every day. Of course you give in sometimes. I mean, it's so freaking hard. What else do you do, right? I don't know if everybody gets like that. What's up? I don't think everybody gets like this. I think we're all down because maybe something's not, you know, going the way we want or whatever, but I don't think everybody necessarily deals with depression. You're depressed now? Aw, well, hopefully you're going to come here and be a little bit more happy if we could get off this topic, right? But yeah, you know, it's true. It's a rite of passage. Aw. I never really thought of it like that, but if that was the case, I have certainly earned my badges, and I'm like, you know, the top ranking of it all almost. I'm an amazing and make always make me feel better. I also fight depression as well. Yeah, I mean, it really does suck. You know, I was diagnosed with the depression in 2008 after my kids were taken because I literally just could not get out of bed. Like I could not go anywhere. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't drink. I was literally just constantly crying, you know? And it was a really, really difficult thing to deal with, but I've made it through, and you know, I seem to be somewhat okay in a sense, but I have a difficult time trying to maintain any kind of a relationship with friends, you know, or significant others. I feel like I've not really found the right people that, you know, can stick it out with me in a sense, because when those days are hard, they're really freaking hard. I mean, they're brutally hard. It's not something you want anybody to see, you know. You have bipolar depression, you're on meds, and ADHD and anxiety. Wow, that's a lot to deal with. I do have the depression. I don't have bipolar. I don't have ADHD, and I don't really sometimes anxiety, but it depends on the situation. It's very rare. I'm a pretty strong person, and the anxiety reflects with that. So for me, anyways. You escape to your bed on bad days. Also take kratom for it, Paxil. That was bad depression. You had Sherry. Bless your heart. I've been alone for nearly 10 years. Yeah, I've been alone for many, many years now. Situational depression. You know what I need. You know when you need to be left alone. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, I think it's a really difficult disease or mental illness to even struggle with on a regular basis, to be honest with you. You know, it's difficult, but I think having even just this support is helpful, you know, having the online love and the people out in the world that you don't even know that are seeing you and interacting with you through a camera show you love, like other people that, you know, you thought were going to love you in your life throughout for your life that don't accept you and don't want that around, you know. So like this all in itself, in my opinion, is encouraging, you know. Jacqueline, you've lost your lighter. What? That's the truth. Aw, well, thank you. What's up? That's kind of how your son is happy. Nice. What's up? I think this is like the first time I've seen you here. If you haven't subscribed, I'd really love for you to click that red button and throw up a like sign, please. But no, I think that it's encouraging that we have each other and platforms to share these kinds of things with each other. I think there's other people in the world, and perhaps even the ones closest to us, that don't even understand what we're going through or how this feels or what you're dealing with, you know? You are subscribed, nice. Not everybody knows how to handle things like this, and let's face it, you know, it's physically draining to have to constantly sort of pick someone up who's always down, right? You watched me a lot on the Chris Watts case? Nice. Yeah, Jacqueline, I've got a few lighters if you need. That's cute, Mary. I like that. Just way later almost. Your daughter has PTSD and anxiety with depression. Yeah, that's unfortunate. but you know, I constantly try to live by, you know, keeping myself content and happy. And you know, whether that's, you know, going for a walk, or you know, maybe baking something, or you know, doing some exercises, you know, blowing off some steam. In a sense, it could be whatever it is that you like to do. I feel like channeling that and is helpful, you know, but you have to know what you like and don't like in order for you to channel the feelings, you know. So it is a, you know, a fine line, I guess. Did you already find one, Jacqueline? Is saying maybe Chris Watts was possessed by demons. Oh boy. No, I mean, I get why people are kind of maybe thinking that, like religiously, if you have that kind of background and stuff, it's easy to kind of say, well, he was taken over by this or that. But let's face it, if we're going to go the religious avenue on this, God gave us all free will, and he free willingly chose to strangle his wife, Shanann. So, you know, no, I don't really think he was taken over in a sense. You know, I think he knew what he was doing, and I think he somewhat planned it out by volunteering for, you know, doing the fix-it job at the service site and stuff, you know. But, you know, I don't know. It's a hot topic, I guess. Boy, I sure wish that something would come out about his mistress and what's going on with that. But who knows what we're going to think or feel or hear. Well, I don't even know if it was like to get out of it or something. I almost feel like it was borderline the fact that his manlyhood or manliness was sort of taken away. I mean, he was really no longer, in a sense, valued when he kept stepping out of his marriage to go sleep with other people. I sincerely feel like the women that we found out about in the short amount of time that we investigated was sincerely only the tip of what that guy had actually stepped out on his wife for. I think that this was a habitual, you know, violator of his marriage vows, and he consistently, in my opinion, stepped out of his relationship. We just only know about a few of them, and that's because that's when this investigation was happening. There was a timeline for it. There was no need to look back at the whole entire 8-year relationship. There was really only a need to look back at the last 6 months to a year, you know. So that's all we know about Chris Watts. Who, you know, like honestly, in 2012, you guys, I've said this before, him and Shanann are sitting on Facebook Live, and I feel like, you know, it was an ultimatum video. It was a, you're going to choose us and the kids, or you're going to choose your mistress life and your single life, you know, and he chose his family, you know. So what do you think about Scott Peterson and his case getting looked at again? Well, if they have new evidence that could actually prove that he really wasn't there, great. I'm all ears, you know, but currently right now, it looks like it's just the supporters of him and his family and his friends and whatever that are saying this. So, I mean, you know, we almost need like some concrete sort of solid evidence proof that something's been tested to show that, you know, he really wasn't there and stuff. And if that's the case, I'm all for hearing it. You know, I'm not the type of person that just thinks because someone is behind bars, well, that's it, case closed, especially if there's new evidence that comes up, or for some reason there's new testing that happens that proves otherwise, you know. I mean, how can your heart not go out to someone who's like been sitting behind bars and had everything taken away from them, you know, for perhaps no reason at all? You know what I mean? Like, that's brutal. We all need to move on from the Watts case. Yeah, it's becoming a little redundant. I would just like to follow up with something that possibly happens with his mistress or any other questioning, polygraphs, or evidence that comes forth to disprove that she was in the area and stuff like that. Did I hear that he was having performance issues? I only read Nicole Kissinger, but that was talk of him being a big time cheater. I think it was an ultimatum. Oh no, I definitely, okay, so the 2012 video that was put up by Shanann was her and her husband, you know, deleting his account. Why do you think that happened? Probably because she caught him doing something he wasn't supposed to be doing, or talking to somebody inappropriately that he really shouldn't have been talking to. And that just leads to temptation, which, you know, creates for desire to go and you know, have carry that out. So honestly, you know, I feel like, you know, that 2012 upload was definitely the ultimatum, in my opinion, between Shanann and Chris. As far as performance issues, I have no idea. I never heard that. It didn't seem or sound like that, especially even just through, you know, Shanann and Chris, they couldn't keep their hands off each other. I mean, I don't know. Like, if you have performance issues, I'm sure you're not having 3 babies. Like, I don't know. I don't know. The case is still fascinating. I agree, Happy Fox. So sick of seeing videos on the spirit box. Supposedly, you know, I believe in the spiritual world, and I don't know, like, I honestly don't know what the time length of that could be or whatever. But during the time in the beginning when the police were going into the home, it does quite clearly sound and see some images that look like it could possibly be a spiritual world. And it is, you know, possible they lingered for a while. Who knows if they're still here, you know, but it's definitely a fascinating case, the way everything happened and went down, and who could possibly be involved. I need the facts too. Yeah, I need the facts. I'm with you, Mary. Totally. A skin party? What are you talking about? What's up? Conspiracy theory running around that Nicole is pregnant? I highly doubt it, but who knows? I highly doubt it, though. It's been way too many months since they even hooked up, you guys, for that to even make sense, timeline wise, you know? Yeah, it was a joke. Just moving on. You won't watch any spirit box sessions? What's a spirit box? I don't even understand what the heck that is. I mean, I'm all for the paranormal stuff. And like I said, you guys, you see it in the body cam footage. It sincerely does look like there are some figures that could be sort of lingering in the house. And with the heinous, quick way that they got wiped out of their world and their life, I don't doubt that their spirit was lingering a little bit. And especially with the fact that, you know, they were searching the house like amongst that, you know, week or two, you know, I feel like it could have been them. I honestly feel like it was them. I don't know if they're still stuck. I don't think, you know, I don't think that God would purposely just leave them here, right? But I wonder if, because we maybe don't know the full story and we don't know who could all be fully involved, if that's a possibility, you know? Yeah, but what the heck is a spirit box? Like, like a radio that's all static. But they ask questions and the spirits answer. No, I wouldn't watch something like that personally, because I feel like you would be opening up almost like a portal for the spirits and possibly evil ones to come into your home and your life. So I personally wouldn't watch something like that. I'll take your word for it, Ree. Literally looks like a walkie-talkie with a frequency, and then spirits are supposed to come through and talk through the frequency. See, that's what I mean. I feel like that's opening up something, and like I know my beliefs and where I stand and stuff like that, you guys. That's not something that I play with, you know? No, I think what they're basically saying, Happy Fox, is like it, looks like a black and white screen, walkie-talkie type, but in my opinion, that can be a transmitting type thing where it's a portal and you could possibly interact and encounter negative spirits. So be careful. I don't know if you have to believe in it for it to happen to you or not. I'm not sure. You can't watch it either. That's exactly the reason why I don't need any more stress. Look, I'd get the mean ones. Oh man, I'd squash those mean ones. I would not. I don't even fear the mean spirits because they're not coming at me. Forget it. I got this, and my God, is stronger than them. He owns them. So that's how I see that. You don't believe in all that stuff? What's up? I literally thought it was like a hoax, he says, or she says. I'm not sure if you're male or female. I think you're male, but I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, I don't play with it. I hear you, Mary. Personal choice. You're a she. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry, girl. You need to change your profile pic. Yeah, I'd say. I mean, he's a cute puppy, but time for another round. I don't know. Just maybe a smidgen, not too much. I don't know. I was like thinking, should I sign off now? It's been a couple hours, but Happy Fox, you're so cute. We are onto a good subject about the paranormal activity stuff. I mean, that world is for real. So I still will not let you change your name. It's all good. I feel bad that I kind of laughed about it because that's really just not the kind of person that I am to be like outright mean. But, there was another time I recently did that actually on not the last live, but the last live with Clary modding it. And there was a guy that asked something about porn, but he spelt it P-R-O-N, prawn, because he wasn't from this country or your country. And Clary blocked it. And I literally said, let's all laugh at the fact that he can't spell, But I'm just generally not that kind of a person, Intimate. Well, it's nice that we can just interact and discuss things and bounce things off, I hurt your feelings. Oh, I'm sorry, MGL sister. I really didn't mean it personally. I just meant it because of the association. But then I felt bad for even doing that. So it's just not my type of personality. Get creeped out by some of that stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I try not to let it bug me because I feel like it's never going to control me, You forgave me? Aw, you forgive me. Well, thank you. I was just a little bit perturbed as to how that all had gone down with that particular person on YouTube, especially in regards to Shanann. I honestly felt like seriously, woman, have you never been a little bit bitchy or a little bit sideways on your husband sometimes, or your man? I mean, I don't know. What are you doing throwing up your own negative opinion here when we've probably all been a little bit of a bitch sometimes with our men sometimes, you know? Aw, thank you. What's up? Thank you, honey. Aw, that's so sweet. No, it's actually a Valentine's Day special, Happy Fox, that I decided to spend some time with you guys. A lot of my holidays, you guys, are spent, you know, without my family and alone and whatnot. So I'm choosing to enjoy this time on YouTube with you guys versus being sad and depressed about it. If I don't have to live in depression and sadness about something and I can channel it in a different way and try to stay positive, well, I'm gonna freaking try it, you know. If it helps, you know, I'm happy to do it, kind of thing, you know. You're a Pisces, 57 next month. Woo woo. Share the love. Aw, you're so sweet. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab a tiny little bit more, but then that's it. Let me give you guys some more food. You like Happy Fox's avatar? Steal the chalk. You're so funny. You guys see me as like a teacher? Really? Maybe a teacher of positivity, perhaps. I don't know. Honestly, you guys would not think I was so freaking positive if you saw me on my negative bad days. You'd be like, holy cow. Whatever, though. I mean, we all have our bad days, but, you know. My puppy. Just how my life goes. Got a candle, then found a lighter. That's just how life goes. If you weren't so far, I'd celebrate with you. really only have 2 people here, and even though I'm okay with my own company, it gets old all the time. I totally hear that, Ree. I'm 100% with you on that. It's all right, I think, self-love and spending time with yourself and enjoying your own company and just being comfortable in your own space by yourself. Like, that's really a good thing. But when that's the only thing, it's like, what? Sometimes, it gets to you and you're like, well, what is wrong with me that I don't deserve all of those other people in my life? Or why do they love, so many other people and not me and stuff? So I totally get where you're coming from, Ree, You dressed your pet? What's up? You dressed your pet? That's so cute. Okay, TGIS, Mary. Mwah. Much love to you, girl. Have a wonderful evening. Stay safe. Solidarity can be a good thing. It can be, Happy Fox, but I mean, and it really is. It just helps you gather yourself, your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, everything helps you, just be comfortable in your own space and skin. But when that's the only thing that you have, sometimes it can be a little bit difficult, I'm having a nightly puff too. Oh man, my back is so bad, Ree. I was just thinking I should go and do that again. I just don't like to leave you guys so quickly, but I can't bring you to smoke with me. I'm such a rhymer. Oh my goodness. Legal Dr. Skywalker in the house. It's cute. Oh, but I totally hear you. You bring it up and I'm like, oh. All right, 1 second. Excuse me. No, we're not talking about Star Wars. Please, no. Have you guys walked on a beach alone and enjoyed the solitude? No, I think I've walked along a beach like once in my life, and honestly, I was too young to really be in solitude of my own thoughts, and you know what I mean. I don't think I was even, I don't think I was even mature enough to do that, And we don't really have like a whole lot of beaches sort of around where I am. They are a distance, that's for sure. But honestly, I bet you it is a seriously sort of serene experience, right? Where you're just able to connect with the outside world and just breathe the fresh air and just feel the cleanliness and everything. Nope, never had sex on a beach. Never. Great drink. Yes, well, mine is good. If that was a question, what's up, girl? Yeah, I would imagine there would be sand everywhere. That's actually kind of something that prevented me from wanting to try it, was like, well, yeah. I don't know. What a good exfoliation time, though, I guess. No, it's just not something I ever did. No, I've never tried kratom. What is it? I'll look it up here. Kratom. It's a tropical evergreen tree in the coffee family, native of Southeast Asia. The speciosa is indigenous to Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, Myanmar, and Papua New Guinea, where it has been used in traditional medicines since at least the 19th century. Interesting. Interesting. No, I've never heard of this. Well, I mean, like, I just don't know much about it, I guess. I think I may have heard the word, but I don't really know too much about it. Then you go skinny dipping and get it all off. Yeah, I've never really been skinny dipping either. It was more like a dare of everybody run out to the pool and come back kind of thing, or like it wasn't a pool, it was like a man-made pool, which is kind of like a pool, but it was in sand. It's a plant from Asia. I just read that too, yeah. It's ingested. It's not puffed. A miracle for pain and depression. Are you serious? Good old Grand Beach. No, not Grand Beach for me. Terrible. Sharing. What are you sharing, Happy Fox? 80s in Florida. Skinny dips in your neighbor's then couldn't find your clothes. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Look what up, Happy Fox. I'm curious, Ree, did you need the alcohol to do the skinny dip, or was that just because it all happened in the same area or something? Scroll up to my previous comment. Have you guys walked on the beach alone and enjoyed the solitude? I spent a week in Wales and wished I never had to come back to my hectic life. What's stopping you from moving to, that place? If that place makes you feel that great, your last drink should be a Bloody Mary so you don't get a hangover. Yeah. I never take my clothes off and get in someone else's pool. Oh, I'm totally, the ice water, it's right here. Love my ice water. I literally drink like 4 of these a day, if not more. 4 or 5. Like, what? Seriously, Don't be in my pool. I won't swim in your toilet. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Ice water and 2 aspirins. Call us in the morning. You're cute. Thank you, Happy Fox. Your friend was getting some on the beach and ended up with jellyfish burns. I heard jellyfish can be so painful, and you can't even see them because they're in clear and invisible. Oh. Oh, you're so lucky you get to go on a cruise. I've never been on a cruise. Never have I ever. Apothic wine? Oh my gosh, you can't have too much of that. Why haven't I been on a cruise? Well, I don't know. First off, I didn't have anybody to go with. And, it's not cheap. An all-inclusive one is literally, a couple grand. So, what? What? Yeah, I never heard of it, so I didn't know about Havana. You own a travel business? That's so cool. How the heck do you own one of those? It's so cool. Hey, James Richards. You have a bare-ass... I think we have a bare-ass beach in Manitoba, too. Trip me out. Travel? Yeah, I figured that was travel. Oh, my freaking back. Let's all meet up, no doubt. That would be so awesome, eh? Hi, James Richards. I'd like to know how you own a travel thing. Like, how do you do something like that? That's kind of cool. You can share your website here. What's up? Yes, we've been there. Is it, what's Baconia? Where's Baconia Beach? Is that where I live or where? Oh, that's. Holy. Well, I didn't know Baconia Beach. I didn't know that's what it was called. I thought it was Patricia that was the. No, not the nude one. There is a nude one out here, though. Yeah. I didn't know that's what it was called. I thought it was called something else for some reason. But I didn't. I've heard of Patricia. That's not what I thought it was called, but. You're looking for partners. Travel for less. Nice. Can't. Yeah, no, that's fine. Trip me out travel. Is that your picture of you on the site there? What's up? Is that you? Come business next month. Well, hey, you get to go travel on business. That's awesome. Happy Fox. Like, seriously. Well, I don't know, but I mean, for me, all traveling things are exciting because, like, especially if you've never been there. But I guess if you've been there and you know there's really maybe not very many amenities or nothing really super fancy, then you'd be like, oh, I get to go to blah blah blah. So I get where you're coming from, but I think that's what that might have been like. I was rolling, you're like, hey. Maybe, oh, okay, it's by Patricia Beach. Okay, so I just had those two kind of confused in my head, thinking because it was near Patricia Beach that. Oh, they change it all the time? It's not, it's so, but is it your photos of you or no? It must be just your company, I guess. Well, that's pretty cool that you work for a travel thing, girl. I think it's cool. You love it. That's awesome. The place has more snow than where you are. Oh, well, of course you're not going to be that freaking happy if you got to go there. Hey, Happy Fox. It's already 10 o'clock and I'm missing my news. I realized just now, but it's the good part's pretty much over. So kind of pointless. We'll probably wrap it up fairly soon here though, folks. I don't even think I'm going to finish this. I think I'm done. But you guys have been awesome, you know, hanging out, spending time together. Yeah, I've never been MGL sister, so I have no idea. But I've really enjoyed spending Valentine's with all of you guys, and I promise that I will be, you know, as a recap of the beginning of the evening, I do want to follow some of Kathleen Zellner's cases that she has exonerated. I think that what she's doing is amazing, and you know, I think that what she has done in exonerating some cases deserves recognition, and I'd love to be the one to share some of that. So, you know, a lot of these things are public, and I really, you know, I've taken an interest, and I enjoy her inspiration and take in especially the legal field of it, you know. So I would love to share some of her specific stories with you guys. And after watching Kevin Fox and his story and how, you know, he was charged with killing his own daughter. I mean, you can imagine the cops that were in the interrogation room were literally in his face threatening him that he was going to get raped every single night, and the cop was going to make sure that he was going to get raped every single night. And I was just like, oh my God, like that kind of thing would not be okay in this day and age. And I mean, it's just brutal that, you know, this man had to go through something like that and then go to jail. And, you know, it's later found out that his DNA doesn't match and he's exonerated. And I'm just like, oh my God. So it's inspired me to share some of those stories with you guys, because I think she's a fascinating lawyer, in all honesty. So so that's the recap for that. I have the best chatters. Well, the Happy Fox, I encourage that only, in my opinion. And I don't encourage the drama, you know. I squash it pretty quick, you know. Sometimes I wear my heart on my sleeve, and to my detriment, you know. I emotionally, you know, let the emotions get the better side of me sometimes, and I don't regulate or manage that firework inside of me when I'm upset sometimes, and that is to my detriment. But I have to be the one to sit here and own up to it and deal with it too. So, you know, I just, yeah, I don't like anybody mistreating other people, and yeah, I don't know. I live on the good side of things, so. Great people. You got that right, Jacqueline. You'll send me some samples, Cram? Yeah, well, you have my Addy, honey. You can just check it out on my About You page. You've got my info. All right. Love ya, Ree. No drama here. Love it, sister. Okay. Happy Fox. Love you all. Love you. Love you. Keeping up. This chilly Canuck. Mwah. Much love to ya. I just look at everyone's profile pics. Yeah, I tried to pick one that was a newer one too for myself. So love you guys. You know, I really do enjoy spending so much time with you. You guys are great. Much love. You know, thank you for your support, and, you know, you're just your constant kindness. I love it. So thank you. And if you haven't subscribed, well, darn it all in anyways. What are you waiting for? I mean, come on. And hit the like button before you head out the door. So have a great night. See you later. Bye for now.